Hi, this is Kai from Kikai Craft, and today I wanted to explore this. Actually, I've been wanting to explore this for a few days now. So this is the Ukidel. It's from Shachi-iro, which is basically where I think I get a few other like interesting stationery goodies from. And it's like an inverse stamp. So it works, I believe, like a masking gel of some sort, and I wanted to set it up because I do want to try it. And well, I thought I'd set it up with you. So when you get it, it'll come looking like this. So you basically have an idea of what to expect. Okay, it's all in Japanese. So basically, if you don't know yet, for you to be able to translate all of this, you just need to go to Google and turn on the translate option and then click camera and just hover over what you need to be translating and you'll see all of this. So even if it's all in Japanese, I was able to get the information. So it'll come with a stamp pad, and there you go. It'll come with this stamp pad and with two different like containers of two different substances. So this will also work as your case. So when you open it up, this is what you'll see. You have your stamp pad, like I mentioned earlier, and then you'll have two liquids. One is a clear liquid. This is your cleaning liquid. And one is the stamp refill. Okay, so it's the more like white, opaque one. And then also in the packaging, you will find instructions. So this is the instructions. I also used Google Translate on this, so I knew how to use it and how to set it up. And in the instructions, it tells you that you actually need this piece. This acts as your initial inkwell. So it sort of measures what you want. So what you want to do, of course, is to tear this out. It's perforated, but I'm not really very good at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my scissors if I can find it. Okay, if you can hear that, that's me basically emptying my stationery bag, and you want to cut this out. Okay, show you I don't know how to do this. So let's try and see if I can slowly, oh I can, slowly just, oops, where are you? Tear it out. And you can. Okay, so you'll have this, and this acts as your initial inkwell. So what you want to do is you want to fill this inner ring with this, and then you want to take this pad, and instruction says you can't like pull it this way, you have to like pull it sideways like so. So don't pull it like this, it won't get you far. You gotta like open it up like that. So the idea, of course, is to fill this in. You're not supposed to do anything here except to have it go face downward and leave it for 10 minutes. So we're gonna do that. You're supposed to shake it a little, and you're not supposed, it has to be like upright when you take it out. Then you're supposed to fill in this space with it. Okay, so it's quite a bit apparently, because I think you need to sort of soak it, I assume. Okay, you need to put it all in. Feels a little bit like glue actually. Okay, oh, all right, takes a little bit of filling in actually. Why am I saying actually so much today? I don't know. Okay, I think, okay, the idea of course is as soon as you're done, you gotta cover it up nice and sealed. I suppose it's gonna harden if you don't, so you gotta make sure it's sealed. And then you need to get your stamp pad and just put it on top and leave it for like 10 minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh no, it's sloshing off. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it for 10 minutes and then we will come back and we will figure out what's going on. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. I had a timer set it up. I actually noticed that it's soaked up most of it at the 7-minute mark, but I left it on. Okay, so this is how it's gonna look after. Well, at least mine looked like this after. And the idea, of course, is for you to throw this already. But I'm just gonna wash this and maybe use it for other times I might need it. Although it did say that should you need to refill this after, all you have to do is get this and sort of apply it in a circular motion. Okay, so we have this ready, and what we want to do, it's pretty time consuming if you read the instructions. What we want to do is we're going to get one of these pieces of paper. This is Tomui River paper. And what you want to do is you want to get one and you're going to basically stamp. Now, just so you know, I didn't bring a lot of stamps this time. So, hold up. I only have these 3 that you see before you. And so we're going to try with them. So I need a pretty flat surface. This is kind of flat. We want to try with this. This, by the way, already has some stamp on it. But I think we can use it. Pretty much cleaned this already. So you want to get it. Like get some of that on it. Oh, okay, you can already see. So just a little more maybe. Okay. And then you want to apply it. So let's go ahead and apply it here. And you want to be a bit firm. Okay, I tried to do like a smell test. So there is some weird chemical smell to it. So you want to apply it as evenly as you can. Okay. I can kind of see it. And let's go ahead and do that with the others as well. So these are all rubber stamps, if you notice, because I did read in the instructions that it doesn't work well with clear stamps. So I will try with clear stamps, but today this is what I have. Okay, let's do one more. Okay. And you're supposed to let it dry for about 10 minutes. Like I said, it's a pretty time-consuming stamping activity. Okay, and you're supposed to make sure it's like nicely sealed. I don't really know what this is for. It's kind of interesting because you don't need to turn it or anything. Okay, so you do see, okay, I have some stamp residue from my previous stamps. This one is pretty clean almost. Okay, so we're gonna leave that to dry and you need 10 minutes for that. So we started a timer. And while we're waiting for this to dry, we're gonna go ahead and clean our stamps. Okay, so instruction says that to clean the stamp, you gotta just find a surface and sort of stamp it repeatedly. It's a little sticky, as you can hear. I feel that it is like a masking fluid of some sort. Okay, let's do it here. So there's a bit of that, and then you're supposed to get some tissue. Okay, so I have this, and you're supposed to get the cleaner. This is the clear liquid. You're supposed to put some drops there. Okay, it says it's supposed to be soaked. So I don't know just how soaked it's supposed to be. And you're supposed to just stamp it over like so. And if you see that there are stubborn ones right there, you can get, hold up, let me just do this first. Okay, so it's cleaning it off. So you're not supposed to rub it, just so you know. It says do not rub it, just repeatedly stamp it over the part with the cleaning liquid. Okay, I feel like it's cleaning it off other stamp residue as well. Okay, before, and then, okay, you can see. So you can see here too, I feel like it's removing a lot of other stamp residue. This one actually works well with it. Okay, and if there are stubborn imprints, like you can see there's still a bit of white happening, what you can do is you can get yourself a Q-tip, then put a few drops on the Q-tip like so. Okay, to be honest, I'm a little afraid of putting in a bit too much, but okay, and you're supposed to like seal it. Okay, and you need this to sort of gently clean your stamp, because if you leave it there, it's going to affect your future stamping experience. Okay, I feel like it's super cleaning my stamp, which is a good thing. Ah, okay, I see it now. Again, more of just you blotting over it. To sort of get into the crevices of it. Okay, well, there's some change. I feel like we need a little more. I think they should sell the cleaning liquid as a separate refill. Maybe they do, I just don't know. Okay, so again, just sort of blot it over. Oh, it cleans up other stuff too. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. You're not supposed to rub it for sure. Sort of like blot it over, like so. Okay, you might see me sort of rubbing it over, but those are clear lines. Well, clearish lines, like straight lines. Wow. It's also removing older stamp residue, which is quite good. Okay, here is where I feel it needs a little extra attention. All right. So apparently this also cleans other stamp residue. And then maybe when you're kind of done, you just want to do it again. Now, there's also information that you might want to like rub it with water just to be extra sure. Okay. Okay, there's like stuff coming out of this tissue. All right, so we are currently at 4 minutes left. Ooh, okay. 4 minutes left, and then we'll see how this whole thing works with getting ink on these stamps. I feel like it's an interesting experiment, but it's quite time consuming. Okay, 4 minutes, and then we will get back. I'm just gonna turn this off, and then when I come back, it's 4 minutes, I promise you. Okay, so we've let it dry kind of feels dry. And so now we're going to go ahead and test it. So I'm going to use a paintbrush for it. Actually, you can use a slew of things, but I'll use a paintbrush for this. And then we are going to use kakimori, maybe, just to test it on the others. But first, let me find my kakimori. Okay, found it. Kakimori. So let's go ahead and use the kakimori for this and the paintbrush for these. I am using blue-black Pen Shop Turquoise. I'm going to see how it looks. I actually don't know how this thing looks. So we're going to enjoy that together. Okay, maybe I should have used the paintbrush for this, but we're in it already. And we need to, oh, okay. Didn't quite do well there, but okay. It did well on the other surfaces, so maybe you shouldn't be putting too much over it. Maybe I put too much over. I don't know. But this is my first attempt, so I'm going to be forgiving. And then forgiving towards myself, to be clear. Then we're going to go ahead and try it on these, but this time we're going to use English Milk Tea, which is another blue-black limited. Now, where do I get my blue-black products? Here in the Philippines, I get it through this wonderful seller, Melissa Kim. I get a lot of interesting products from her, especially if it's from blue-black. Okay, so I think we should like sort of let it settle as well. Okay, so this is English Milk Tea from Diamine. It's a blue-black limited, and this is the blue-black turquoise ink. Oh, now I can see a little bit of the face. So I think it needs a little bit of time to settle. So while we're sort of waiting for this to dry, really nice, I wanted to try something else with you. Now, from the same shop I got the Ukidel, I got this. So this is supposed to be a pen that will render your washi tape writable. So let's see if it works. It has a significantly less waiting time for drying. It only needs 30 seconds to dry. So we're going to try it while this thing dries up. I'm going to leave it there so you can watch it if that's something that interests you. Then we're going to go ahead and get Washi. Oh, I like this one. I just got introduced to this. This is from Jim Weaver Designs. You can find her on Instagram. So we get a little bit of that. Put it there. So the idea with this pen is that this one is actually not something you can write on. Let me get a pen. Okay. Which pen do I want to use? Okay, let's try one that I feel is not going to work. So this is Sailor with the Shachi-iro Rikucha. And if you try to write over, as you can see, it doesn't really work. It just lays ink. We're going to go ahead and wipe that out, because that is the nature of washi. But if you use this pen, also from Shachi-iro, which is where our stamp pad came from, right? So it's supposed to look like that. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. So the idea is for you to sort of paint this over the area that you want to write on. Then you need to wait for 30 seconds for it to dry. Okay. I can actually see where I painted on it. It's that glossy part. Ooh, you can already see the details on this. Cool. Okay. This one is 30 seconds. I think all of my chatting is 20 seconds. So maybe we should go for, hold up, let me set up my timer. Let's add just 20 seconds more to sort of let it dry a little. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna use 2 pens just so I am a bit more happy, or so we can see if it actually really works. Let's, oops, that's already 20 seconds. Okay, we're gonna try it. So we're gonna try with, I don't know, is it dry enough? I feel like it isn't really dry yet. Okay, it feels like it's not really dry yet, but we're gonna see. Okay. Don't know how it's gonna work. It doesn't look dry yet because I can actually see parts of it. Okay, we're just gonna do that. Then we're gonna try and write. No. Okay, it still looks off. Maybe I need to let it dry a bit more. It did say that it might not work on all washi. So it doesn't really work well with this one. Oh, that's sad. Let's see if we can wipe it off. We can. Although it did make it a little dirty. Oh no. Can I remove it from this cover that I used? Yes, I can. So no, it didn't work with that. Maybe it needs more drying time. We're gonna set it up for maybe a minute. So we're gonna put this over like so. Then we're gonna give it a minute. While we're timing that, let's have a look. Oh, you can see the details already. So if you noticed a while ago, that face wasn't so clear, but now it is. And we could not see the tea bag earlier, but now you can see it. Oh, it's beautiful. Really works well with this though, the darker color. Okay, so that was cool. This Ukidel thing, that's a success. Put it aside while we're still waiting for this 1 minute thing. Let's go ahead and pack my stamp up. I am thinking of using it again, but I always pack my things when right after I use them because I don't have a lot of space. Where is the paper that has all the information? So we want to put that in. This is supposed to be, oh, sorry, like it's a holder as well. It's case, so we have it as a case. The tape on the side is reusable, really nice and compact. I don't know, it looks wet still. So we're gonna give it maybe another minute. Okay, so apparently this is also quite a time-consuming exercise, or maybe I'm just using the wrong washi tape for it. It did say that it works best with the MD washi tape. But I feel like it should work well with all washi tape. Trying to think if I brought another washi tape with me. I'm going to have a look through and then I'm going to come back when that is done. Then we're going to have a look at the stamp again and the Ukidel package. Okay, so 2 minutes and 1 washi tape later, I added this one. This is from Endless Pens in, that's different from the notebook shop. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, it still doesn't work with this. Let's go ahead and try with this one. Oh, this one is working so much better with this material. So yes, it's true. It does not work with all washi tape, so it will not work with the Jim Weaver design that I just got, but it works pretty okay with this washi tape. This one felt a bit more like paper, just so you know. So this one did not work at all. You can see it's still like paint splotches. So we're gonna try and wipe it because this is such a pretty washi tape. I don't really wanna, oh, can it be? Okay, I don't think I can wipe it off. Okay, so there is some permanence left on it. Okay, I don't know why I keep on going there. Okay, and here though, with this washi tape that felt a bit more like paper, this one, the writing stayed, as you can see. Okay, so the part that I put writing on is where I had the liquid on it, but this part I didn't. Okay, so as you can see, it doesn't stay on it. But the part where I rubbed it, so this one, I didn't rub it there, but here I did. So yes, it does work well with some washi tape, but maybe not all. I also left it on for about 2 minutes. Okay, so this one, quite picky, but it works. Okay, and this one, you have to trust the process. So at first it didn't show a lot of the details, but after some waiting time, now it's dry. Yeah, it's dry. So now it has shown. So this one, quite a success. Oh, so messy. And this one, a little bit too picky. So you have to be aware which washi tapes this one works with. This one works quite good. All right. So thank you for joining me in this little experiment, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a great day or a restful evening. All right, bye everyone.